They did not kill Ragnar Lothbrok like a king. They chained him, dragged him before his enemies, and prepared a death so brutal it was meant to break even a Viking legend. A pit of snakes waited below, but when the moment came, Ragnar did not beg. He turned his final seconds into a warning. Ragnar Lothbrok was a 9th century Danish Viking king and warrior. He was known for bold raids and attacks that made his name famous across northern Europe. He is also remembered as the father of Ivar the Boneless, Halfdan, and Hubba. And now he was a prisoner in the hands of Aelle, King of Northumbria in England. Ragnar came to England for another attack, expecting another victory. By that time, he was already known as a feared Viking leader whose raids had made his name famous across many lands. Again and again he had attacked, won, and left fear behind him. That is why this moment was so important. Men like Ragnar were supposed to arrive, destroy, and leave, not fall into enemy hands. But this time, the attack did not go his way. Ragnar was defeated and captured by King Aelle of Northumbria. And once Aelle captured him alive, everything changed. For the first time, Ragnar was no longer the man in control of the attack. Now his fate was in the hands of his enemy. Aelle was the king of Northumbria, the English ruler who now had Ragnar in his control. He was not looking at an ordinary prisoner. He was looking at a Viking leader whose name had brought fear, attacks, and destruction. So Aelle did not want a fast or simple execution. He wanted Ragnar's death to feel like punishment, revenge, and a warning at the same time. He wanted everyone to see that even a man like Ragnar could be brought down. That is why he chose a cruel death instead of a quick one. Aelle ordered Ragnar to be thrown into a pit full of snakes. This was not just about killing him, it was about humiliating him, making him suffer, and turning his final moments into a message for anyone who thought the Vikings could not be stopped. Guards took Ragnar from his cell and led him to the place where Aelle had ordered his death. By then, there was no chance of escape and no hope of rescue. The decision had already been made. Everyone around him knew what was coming next. Ahead of him was the pit filled with snakes, waiting for him. This was not meant to be a quick execution. It was meant to scare, punish, and humiliate him in front of his enemies. Ragnar could now see exactly how he was going to die, and with every step forward, that final moment came closer. Aelle thought this would be the end of Ragnar Lothbrok. He thought he was killing a defeated enemy and ending the story there. But that is not what happened. Ragnar's death became the part people remembered most. It made his name darker, bigger, and more feared than before. And when later Viking armies came back to England, many linked that revenge to him. So Aelle did not just kill a man, he helped create one of the most famous death stories in Viking history. Ragnar lost his life in that pit, but he did not disappear. His death kept his name alive. And that is why, centuries later, people still remember the brutal death of Ragnar Lothbrok.